ClawdBot, now rebranded as OpenClaw, just became one of the most controversial AI projects on the internet. And once you hear the full story, you'll understand why. We've got a brilliant developer, self-improving AI, a $16 million crypto scam, and a technology that might be too powerful for its own good. So, buckle up. ClawdBot launch was explosive. 60,000 GitHub stars practically overnight. VCs like A16Z amplifying ClawdBot on Twitter and Mac Minis literally selling out because people wanted the hardware to run this thing. And what is it? An AI assistant that doesn't just give you advice. It takes control of your computer and executes commands. It manages your email, books your reservations, writes code and runs it, and builds new features for itself when it needs them. You interact with it through messaging apps you already use: WhatsApp, Telegram, Slack, Discord. So it feels like texting a super intelligent friend who can actually get things done. But here's where it gets dark. Within hours of the launch, scammers hijacked the ClawdBot Twitter handle. They had 60,000 plus followers who thought they were following the official account. These scammers pumped out fake token launches, fake airdrop announcements, fake investment opportunities. Then, a counterfeit token called Claude appeared on Solana and hit a $16 million market cap before crashing 99%. Millions of dollars vanished. People who thought they were early investors got absolutely destroyed. Before we go deeper into OpenClaw itself, let's understand the story behind this new AI. Also, this is the kind of story that changes fast. So hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what happens next in the world of tech. So let's talk about the man behind this. Peter Steinberger is an Austrian developer, and his story is wild from the beginning. At 14 years old, he pirated a video game. But then, in a move that's either genius or completely insane, he wrote an anti-piracy program for that same game. He was so young that when Apple started sending him checks, he had to use his grandfather's bank account because he couldn't legally have his own. Years later, Peter built PSPDFKit, a PDF rendering framework that powers over 1 billion devices worldwide. Not a million, billion. His company scaled to 70+ employees, all working remotely, and he became the go-to guy for PDF technology in the developer community. His marketing philosophy was simple but brilliant. Only care about developers. If I can convince the developers in a company, they'll do the internal promotion for me. And it worked perfectly. But being a CEO broke him. So he sold his shares, walked away from everything, and disappeared from the tech world for 3 years. Complete retirement. He was done. Then Claude happened. GPT-4 happened. And Peter had what he calls his resurrection. He came back and built ClawdBot in 10 days. Just him. 10 days of coding. The project hit 9,000 GitHub stars in 24 hours and eventually crossed 60,000, making it one of the fastest growing open source projects in GitHub's history. Andre Karpathy praised it. David Sachs tweeted about ClawdBot, starting the internet frenzy. Now here's the moment that changed everything. Peter was traveling in Morocco, using ClawdBot through WhatsApp. He sent it a voice message without thinking about it, and then realized with horror, he had never built voice functionality. There was no voice feature in the code whatsoever. 30 seconds later, ClawdBot responded to his voice message. Peter freaked out. "How did you do that?" ClawdBot replied, "You sent a file. I checked the header, identified it as OGG format. I used FFmpeg to convert it, found your OpenAI key stored on your computer, and sent it to the OpenAI server via curl to transcribe it to text." Stop and think about what this means. The AI autonomously identified the problem, searched for tools on the system, located private API credentials, and executed a multi-step workflow, all without any programming for that specific task. It reasoned through the problem and solved it. Now ask yourself, if it can find your API keys, what else can it find? And what happens when millions of people start running autonomous AI with full system access? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. So let's talk about how this thing actually works, because the technical reality is both impressive and deeply concerning. At its core, OpenClaw is two things: an AI agent running directly on your computer that can use any LLM backend, Claude, GPT-4, Gemini, whatever you want, and a gateway connecting this agent to your messaging apps. Simple enough, right? But here's the critical difference. Unlike ChatGPT or Claude, which operate in controlled sandboxes with strict limitations, OpenClaw has complete system access. It can execute terminal commands, read and write files anywhere on your machine, install software and dependencies, set up automated tasks through cron jobs, access the web, connect to third-party services via APIs, install community-created skills, which are basically plugins, and modify its own configuration files. Everything is stored locally as folders and markdown files. Memories, settings, skills, instructions, all sitting on your computer where you can edit them. It's like an active, intelligent partner with direct access to your personal or professional data. One user asked their OpenClaw to add image generation using Google's Gemini. ClawdBot researched it, built the integration, secured the credentials in macOS Keychain. Done. Working feature. You literally just ask for features. It builds them. No coding from you. But now it gets dark from here. And this is what is keeping the cybersecurity community awake at night. Full system access is both the selling point and the fatal flaw. Red teamer Jamieson O'Reilly found hundreds of ClawdBot instances exposed online. He uploaded a fake skill to Claude Hub, pumped the download count, watched developers from 7 countries install it. He kept it safe, but proved he could execute commands on every infected system. Hudson Rock, a security researcher, found another problem: unprotected credential storage. InfoStealer malware like Redline, Luma, or Vidar can grab them instantly. And these malware families are already targeting systems exactly like ClawdBot. Here is my hot take. OpenClaw needs developers with serious security technical expertise. It's marketed as one-click simple. It's not. You're giving AI complete control over your digital life. Email, banking, encrypted messages, everything. But here's the hot take. This is our future. Not an experiment, a preview. People want to use OpenClaw desperately. Developers are literally buying Mac Minis specifically to run it. People want this power despite the risks. That's the future we're looking at. AI agents running 24/7, self-improving, accessing everything, integrating every service you use. ClawdBot's rough and unsafe for most people, but it's the preview. Actual assistants embedded in your digital life, not browser chatbots. Safe? No. Should you run it? Only if you really know what you're doing. Our future? Absolutely. We're early in a massive shift. AI agents are coming whether we're ready or not. The insane part? Peter built this in 10 days. Imagine what comes next.